Hi everyone, this is week 22. This week I closed only two trades, so I profit $166 and monthly my total became 17,000 and I will quickly show my this week's trades. I opened quite a bit, but I didn't close much. So I will click here in my trade journal. So I made 15 trades. I think I opened 13 trades then. As you can see, I opened 10 credit spreads and a few leaps and long calls. And I opened a diagonal spread here. Most of my credit spreads was put credit spreads. Most of my watch list stocks went down quite a bit, down in the indicators like RSI, stochastic indicator. So I want to take that opportunity with some credit spreads along with some leaps and long calls. So I pointed them in my watch list here. There were like 11 put credit spreads opportunities and 7 call credit spreads opportunities. So normally these numbers are like 2, 3, not always is coming to this point because it is a combination of a few indicators like stochastic should be below 20 and the stock price should be 100 moving day average, below 100-day moving average, and near the lower Bollinger Band. So based on these, I'm following these indicators. Previously, I was just doing this check and putting some RSI alerts, but still I was scanning one by one to see where they are in the Bollinger Band or stochastic or RSI. At the same time, are they all three indicators aligned? But since TradingView wasn't giving me that, so I I started this app for specifically for this. So I will go back to my open credit spreads. So let me show a few of them. So I can just click and it will open the charts in TradingView. So, oh, this was a close one. Okay, let me show the close ones first and maybe one call credit spreads I can show, and I can show one put credit spreads here. So my call credit spreads here, it was ExxonMobil. I really like trading ExxonMobil. I think I trade a couple of times in the past because it's making a really nice movement, like touching to the upper band and coming down and touching again and coming down. So I want to take this opportunity because it was like RSI was touching to 70 levels and stochastic was on the top and all MACD and Bollinger Bands was showing overbought. So let's check when did I open this trade. I opened this trade on 16. My expiration dates around 45 days like usual. My open price entry price is 0.44 and I bought 5 contracts. My maximum premium which I possibly get from this one is around 200 and my aim is 50% profit taker. I already set up in my broker account. This is my very standard trade, I would say. I'm building my trades at least $200 based on the premium and the contract number. So I can take at least 100 with 50% profit taker. So 16 January, I open it and my strike price is 135 and 137. So 16 was on this Friday and my strike price is 135 and 137. So it is right around here. It requires another 5% increase, but I think with the earnings or in the next 45 days, it will eventually go down. If not, I will see. I might roll it, but I just open it. I have still at least 20 days to take any action on it. So my usual closing time of the trades, like as I mentioned first, 50% profit taker. Second would be if it's below 21 DTE, if there's 21 day to the expiration, I either roll or close. I don't want to stay longer than that. So my actually, let's see, my analytics tab, my average days staying in trade like 18 days. So I'm not staying more than that. So that means like I'm always opening 45 days credit spreads. So I'm staying them around like 18. So just below 21, I'm trying to close or roll my trades. And okay, let's go back and I will show, I just added an additional visual here. I will show in a minute. So that was my ExxonMobil trade, and that was a call credit spread. So here I have a put credit spread. So I opened that one also 16 on Friday, and I opened two contracts. My entry price was 0.93. Again, with 50%, I'm aiming around $100 profit from this one. I put a little bit higher expiration date on this one because MasterCard is kind of going stable, not making big jumps and due to like Trump's news about the credit cards, so Visa and MasterCard take a hit. So it might take some time to bounce back. So that's my thought process completely. And again, like indicators on Friday was touching to the stochastic. I was waiting for a while for to take some action in MasterCard, but like I said, I have this strict rules. I'm not entering if the stock went down from stochastic, went down from the Bollinger Band and 100 moving average, and RSI should be around 30s. So I'm waiting all those. As soon as I see that, I'm entering, and for this time I just put a little bit higher expiration date due to the news about the MasterCard and Visa. So that was my thought process. My strike price around 505 and 500, which is right around here. And my strike prices is usually around 20 delta. I'm not playing like, yeah, here maybe it gives more premium. I can choose this one. It seems a nice um, support level here. I could make a 525 strike and credit spreads here, but that is so close to the current price, like, and it was around like 40 35 delta. So I just want to keep my strategy, which is like 20 delta. So that's why I put my credit spreads right here. It requires maybe like another 8% drop from the current drop. So I feel safe here in the next 2 to 3 months, which is my expiration date. I will be fine, I think. So, but like I said, I will act if the things doesn't go the way I want. I will act once the expiration date is below 21 days. So right now I will just keep waiting and hope the stock went the right way. The other stocks, other trades were similar. I can open a few. Costco, Microsoft. Costco was a call credit spread. Again, similar setup. It went up so much on the stochastic, MACD, and RSI went even like 75 levels. Last time was there, it was April, May time. So that's why this was a huge upside movement. So I think in the next like 45 days, it should make a little bit down. So again, my strike prices is around like 1000, which is right around here. Again, around 20 delta. And I will see how this goes. Again, Microsoft was around same, like it's just on Friday, just passed the stochastic indicator and it was around 30 RSI. So I enter also to that. And my expiration was around March again. Let's check the ones I closed this week. So it was like Orly and Airbnb. It was a put credit spreads. And when it made this jump, I exit from the trade and I opened the trade on December 11. I opened trade, I think right around in this drop, December 11. It went so much down, but luckily I have a long expiration date and I was able to exit around this upward movement. I didn't get that much profit from this one because I entered trade around this area, so it didn't actually went up much, so it stayed in the around same area, but still I was able to make $64 profit. It was around 6% ROI in 1 month because like my strike prices was like 5 white, so I had 2 contracts, so my maximum loss in this trade is $1,000. So from 1,000 risk, I made $64 profit, and it is like 6% ROI. And Airbnb was call credit spreads. So here when it goes up here, I think in this jump, when it went above 70 RSI level, I entered trade. And when it goes down here, I exit. So let's see, I enter on 12th December. 12th December was here. Yeah, I was expecting a going down around here since it is went above all the indicators like touching to the RSI here, but it keep going up and up and up. But again, having that 45 days is the thing which is saving me in these 2 trades. So I have a lot of time to wait and see the drop. I exit around 30 days, so I profit around $100. Again, my entry price was 0.72 and maximum profit was 200, around 210. So I exit exactly in the 50% profit taker, which is 0.36, and I profit around another 6%, $100 profit. So this was my credit spreads and the logic which I'm entering and exiting and why I'm choosing my expiration dates in the future at least 45 days to 60 days. And my strike prices, as I mentioned, always around 20 delta, 20, sometimes even like 15, 18. Actually, when I see the premium is around 200, and so since I'm getting 50% profit, so I will get at least $100. So then I'm entering. But sometimes, for example, in Costco, like premium was good, volatility was high. So I was able to get 121 for 1 contract. So in this one, I might profit at least $150 or $200. So I'm just using that 200 as a minimum, and anything above that, more than welcome. So other than these credit spreads, I had a few leaps options and long calls. So In Visa and Microsoft, I opened two leaps contracts. Microsoft is 2028 January expiration, and I paid around $11,000, and it was around 75 to 80 delta. For Visa, my expiration is 27 January, again like 75 delta, 80 delta at least, and I paid $5,000. So on 16 and 13 Microsoft, I already show on 16 Friday it was down in the stochastic and RSI. As you can see, Microsoft in the past 1 year here in the RSI table, like 1, 2, 3, 4 times it touched to the lower RSI band, and each time it went up. So my expiration is in 2028 January. So anything around like maybe this level, 480 level, which is like 20 point up from my entry price. And since I have 80 delta leaps, 20 point up from the current price means like $1,600 profit. So I'm not going to wait it shoots to the moon or something. As soon as I made like 10% of my investment, which is making around like 475, 480 probably will make 10% profit for me, which is 10% is 1,100. And this one 480 level is 1,600 profit. So probably 475, 480, I will exit from this trade, and I have months and years for waiting for that. So that was my logic and exit plan. So Visa was similar. So I will click here. So Visa went so much down again. I like Visa and MasterCard. They're just mode in their category. Fundamentally super strong stocks. So again, when I see Visa, MasterCard, Microsoft, those kind of stocks in which my favorite stocks went down this much, I want to take the opportunity with some leaps and long calls and put credit spreads. I think I have already some Microsoft put credit spreads from the past as well. So again, anything 30 levels for me is a nice entry point. Stochastic went down and MACD was going down to the oversold levels. So my expiration 2027, and as I mentioned, delta was 80. So my entry price is 54. I paid $5,000. So again, like 20 point increase, right around like 100-day moving average levels. I'm planning to exit, but we'll see how it goes. Earnings are coming in both companies, Microsoft and Visa, so we will see. 2x leverage Microsoft ETF. It's very similar logic with Microsoft, so I just want to have some diversification, a little bit of that, and this one. And this is less expiration because in this ETF they don't have like 2 years, 1 years. So I went with the longest one. So very same. My aim is like around 10%, anything above 10% profit. Lastly, I have a diagonal spread. What diagonal spread is, for those of you who don't know, you're buying a long call in the future, 4 months, 5 months, 1 year, and you're selling a short call against in case the stock price trades sideways. Right now, I think Meta is having a nice opportunity. It went so much down from all the indicators, but it is still going sideways and the downside. So that's why I want to open some diagonal spreads. So for example, after I opened this one on 13, I think it was Wednesday. So it went down a little bit. So my short call gets some profit around like $50, $60, but I didn't close it. So I will keep looking this one. If Meta goes down, I might close my short call with some profit, maybe 50% profit, and I might open another one. So I'm opening this diagonal spread short call around 25 delta, and my long call is around like 50 delta, and I'm trading it like a poor man's cover call. So if the stock price goes up, my long call is making more profit than my short call loss. So I'm closing it like around like $200, $300 profit. But if it goes continue down and sideways, I keep opening new short calls and closing with profit. So I had in the past like 4 times I closed my short calls with each one like $100 profit. And at the end, I made over $400 profit. So it might be very similar case if Meta keep going sideways or down in the next 5 to 6 months. So my initial investment to this one is $500 for long call. I got $100 credit for my short call. So my maximum loss on this one is $400. So I think I really like diagonal spreads. So you really have the control, and for both sides you kinda for both side movements up or down, you are getting some profit. So that was my 15 trade for this week from 12th to 18th January. As I mentioned, I have some new visuals added to the app. Here I added this strategy exposure snapshot. It shows my current open positions based on the strategies. Normally, credit spreads is my highest exposure based on the strategy in open trades. But since November and December, I made in November 30,000 and in December 15,000 profit, which is really high, nice numbers. With those profits, I keep buying more and more leaps and long calls. So that's why right now I'm a little bit heavier side on the leaps. So I have this Visa, Microsoft. I have at least like 10 Netflix leaps options, and I think I have also Apple. So actually, I can just click here and see the whole 12. So yeah, here I have, let me sort. So Apple, Meta, Microsoft, Netflix, and Visa. Those are my leaps options. Most of them is 2027, and there's couple 2028. So as I mentioned, I will keep looking them in the earning season, and if they made like 10% or 20% increase, so I will consider closing them. So lastly, let me show my analytics page here. So I closed total 173 trades in this challenge. I started this one in August 2025, so a little bit over 5 months. My monthly average is around 14,000 and weekly average is around 3,000. Right now I have 25 open positions. This is my January calendar. And as you can see, week 3 of January was very quiet comparing week 1 and 2. Lastly, I want to show this new visuals I added. I have here some nice like trade duration based on how many days I'm staying in my trades, my ticket profitability, and Nvidia, Netflix, and Amazon is my top 3, way above others. And this is the new visual I try to add. I want to see how my strategies evolve by the months are passing. Like I start, for example, doing wheel strategy and credit spreads only in August. Then I add slowly some cash secret puts. I think I assigned in my covered calls. I start doing wheel strategy with my Amazon stocks. So my covered calls is assigned. Then I start doing some cash secret puts. So as you can see in yellow, cash secret puts is become a part of my profits. I think I start leaps options here in October because I got a sign on my covered calls in Amazon. So then with that cash, so I bought some leaps options, and with that profit I start making more long calls and leaps options together, still doing my credit spreads and other strategies like diagonal spreads, butterflies, iron condors, but I keep doing credit spreads and wheels still. But yeah, in the last 2 months, I had more long calls and leaps profits comparing others. But I'm still doing like credit spreads. Like in November, I have like at least 3,000 profit only from credit spreads, and in January, as you can see, I have at least like 10 to 15 credit spreads. I think again it will be around $2,000 in credit spreads together with the leaps and long calls. So yeah, this was my new visual, and we have lots of earnings here in our earning calendar. So next week, which is this week, I'm waiting for the Netflix earning call. This is very excited day for me. I have like 11 to 12 leaps options, but yeah, Microsoft, Visa, Apple, all I have, MasterCard, all I have some leaps and long calls. So yeah, I'm excited about January. You might see some nice new records maybe in January. Anyway, this was week 22 update. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this app, about my trades. Feel free to write your comments down below. If you take any value out of this video, please also consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. See you next week.